Hello everybody, what's going on and welcome back to the My Player Career Mode. I hope you're all doing well. We have got 5 games of action coming your way. Headlining it is Barca and PSG later on in the day. But before that, there is 3 post-com matches to feast your eyes upon. I also had a little play around today, testing out the difficulties. This is after the patch that EA have released. They've tuned up Ultimate difficulty to make it that bit more harder. I don't know if it affects the My Player mode, so I was playing around just to see what was going on. So the first couple of games are on Legendary, and then we go back to Ultimate, because I was finding that Legendary was a little bit too easy. It's not like it's massively easy, but it just felt like at times I was having things a bit better for me, be able to run past players a little bit too simply for my liking. So yeah, we go back to Ultimate, so don't worry about that. But first up was Valladolid, and they are a side that recently knocked us out of the Carabao Cup. That's in England. The Copa de España. For anyone who doesn't know as well, I do actually have a Road to Glory series going on the channel, so if you want to check that out on career mode. Recently, we played in the Carabao Cup final. That's why it's on my mind. So yeah, but in terms of today, we started the day off, and I was thinking, surely a response against Valladolid, because following on from that Copa de España defeat, we want to beat them and let them know that that was very much a just one-off. But at the same time, I can't help but feel it would have been better for us to win in that one rather than beat them in the league, because at least we'd still be in the competition with a shot of winning it. Winning in the league is great and everything, but it just gives us 3 points. And realistically, to claw the points gap back on Barca, it's going to take something pretty special. So we were 2-0 up when João Felix scored to make it 2. And we pretty much was already winning the game. But we made sure a bit later on with Osimhen scoring from very close range with that header there to make it 3. It was pretty much one-way traffic for most of the game. We were on top for large parts, and Oblak was very much a spectator, but yeah, when he was called upon, he didn't really have to make a save, because the header there going over the crossbar, and it should have easily been more than 3-0. There was moments from the away side goalkeeper to keep his team still in with a shot. Look at the skill here, by the way, for us to work this chance, and I was gutted when the ball didn't actually go in off the top of the crossbar and over, but there was a little hocus pocus in there, and I've got absolutely no idea how I did that. So yeah, pretty much one of those stages where you're just flicking the stick, hoping that a skill move pays off, and very much so did there. But there is some news in today's video. It's starting with here, recent transfer request. I was looking around at how things have gone for us this season, and I decided that although I'm not set in stone right now, because we will still be playing out the rest of this season with Atletico, it wouldn't hurt to be transfer listed and see what sort of teams were interested in maybe taking us on next season. So I was looking around the comment section as well, and there's quite a few people out there saying that, you know, time maybe is up here. We should potentially look at moving on. I agree with a lot of the points that were made. I also agree with some of the other people saying stay to make this project as hard as we can. And if we can topple Barcelona, it would be something memorable. But at the same time, we're 24 years of age now in the series, and we've not even got close, really, to winning anything. So we have to take that into consideration. And if Atletico isn't the team really for us to go ahead and win stuff, then we have to think about the future. However, we took on Valencia for the second game of today, and it was this game right here where I realised that Legendary was a little bit too easy, because we were 2-0 up inside 37 minutes. We made it 3 after 40, and we were battering Valencia, and they are by no means a bad side in La Liga. So for us to be 3-0 up at half-time pretty much suggested that we do need to keep the difficulty on Ultimate. Again, Oblak with not a lot to do. He made his first save of the game here from a free kick, not really testing him too much. But second half, we continued where we left off, and we were 4-0 up. Osimhen with his second goal of the game to make it 4-0 after some great work from us on the left-hand side. 4 became 5 though, with 15 minutes to play. After we were played in, I took 1 touch to set, or 2 touches, or 3 touches, whatever it was to set. Allowed to walk inside and just place it in the bottom corner. So Atletico 5, Valencia 0, and that was full time. So yeah, great win, but I think that was a bit down to Legendary maybe. It wouldn't have been the same story had we have played it. So we went back to Ultimate for the final post-com game of the day against Sevilla. And coming off the back of 2 great wins, I wanted to see if we could make it 3 from 3. I mentioned it earlier, you know, these games in La Liga right now, they're not unimportant because we're still fighting to at least give Atletico Champions League football if we are to leave the club. And of course, if we're still here, we want to be playing in the Champions League. But there's no real opportunity of us winning the league. So at the same time, as long as we're in the top 4, I'm not really bothered how the rest of it goes. And we were actually 1-0 down to an incredible goal from one of the Sevilla players. It was really well taken, and we needed a response, and we got it. I pretty much ran from near the halfway line here and found the finish with the weaker right foot, something that a lot of the times lets me down, but today it didn't. And again, I was noticing a trend here. A bit of skill with the heel-to-heel tap thing. And then the defender there just completely lost where the ball was. Allowed me to take it back off him. Laid it into Osimhen. He made it 2-1. And we got back in front. Well, I say back in front. We actually got in front for the first time after going a goal to 0 down. But the game was even. And Sevilla could have easily got themselves back in it had they been able to create a chance to do so. We did make sure, though, of the win after setting up João Felix for a tap-in. And that was it. So 3 wins from 3 to start the day off. I can't ask for much more than that. And heading off into the game against Barca, we were given a transfer offer to join Manchester United. You'll see what we do a bit later on in the video. So enjoy the rest of it, guys. 2 more games coming your way today, then, as we have Barcelona up first, followed by PSG in the round of 16 of the Champions League. And moving into these 2 games as well, I'm not sure about our difficulty. I've been experimenting, as you might have seen, with the difficulty in today. We've had Ultimate for the first couple of games, or the first game, I should say. I think, was it the first game, or did we go Legendary? I think we went Legendary, didn't we, for the first 2 games? As you can see, 3-0, 5-0 were the results in those. We then played Ultimate for Sevilla, and that was a 3-1 win. So I'm still kind of on the fence about which difficulty to go with, especially after the patch with Ultimate having 99 stats for all of the AI players, and I'm still unsure as to whether that affects my players as well or just the computer side. But we will stick with Ultimate for this game against Barca. The last time we played against them was that 3-2 loss where they went down to 10 men and we couldn't quite find the result. But we were very much in that game. We gave a good account of ourselves, and on another day could have so easily got the result. So we'll look to do the same thing here. We are at home. There is the starting 11. After this, we've got a tough job against PSG. So these 2 games are so important to our season. This more to get momentum. The Champions League first leg more because that's one of the only trophies we have to play for, especially after we were knocked out of the Copa de España. So let's get into game and see what we can do. Artur for Barcelona now finds Messi. Off towards Goretzka. Back to Artur. Messi's cross. Jimenez is able to defend the first cross into the box, but Artur on it again here. We put him under enough pressure for Barella to win the ball, and then De Jong as well. The pressure was on Barcelona there. We did ever so well to find João Felix. The counter-attack here for Atletico, but has it gone? Seemingly so. Near post, Osimhen can't find the shot on target. His header was tame, but that's a poor ball out from Barcelona. We nick it again. Now Felix is in again, and ter Stegen with the save. This is a good, strong start to the game for us. I tried to go with a pass there. De Jong has read it and defended it pretty well. But we gave a great account of ourselves in that other game against Barca. And we started off here really well too. Just got to keep this going for the rest of the first half. Trent Alexander-Arnold dispossessed again. Look at the defensive work we are doing here for this Atletico side. And as you saw with the transfer request that we put in, there has been one offer. But the offer has got to be right for me to leave. I don't just want to jump at the earliest opportunity. I want to wait for the right team that I feel like we'll have success with, as Saul has scored inside 23 minutes. I spoke about how good a start this has been. Well, we strike first. Maybe, just maybe, the transfer request has just kind of brought some life into this Atletico side. Because ever since I put in that transfer request, we've won 3 on the bounce, and we've just gone ahead against Barcelona. If we win this game here, and then PSG, that will make me second guess that request of the transfer. Free kick Barcelona. Stones stood over it. And he went for the shot as well. We might be leading, but we know the quality that Barca have got. So there's every possibility they'll be able to find a way back into this game. All Black will punch that corner away. Griezmann gets the header back into it though. And it's into the hands of our goalkeeper. John Stones, though, has got himself into a mix-up as we steal back possession. And there's the shot, but it's straight at ter Stegen. Massive opportunity for the second goal. Felix's cross deflected behind. It's a corner ball. And what a moment that is by ter Stegen. Because he had to make that save. Can we make it 2 just before the break? Barella's corner works its way all the way through. Osimhen will pick it up, but surely that's it for the first half here. Jimenez, though, with the pass. Pepe with the run. There is still time. Pepe's delivery, back post! Alexander-Arnold got there, and crucially, this is testing times for Barcelona right now. We are piling the pressure on. De Jong clears that one, and that will be it. John Stones got himself in all sorts of problems there. Was able to nick it, but I just couldn't apply the finish when it mattered most. Panicked a little bit when it came down to it. I was a bit surprised, in all honesty, to even get through the way we did, but what a first half it's been for us here. Goretzka driving forward at the start of the second half. He's found Leroy Sané, left-hand side. I did enough to put him off, but didn't do enough to stop that ball going out wide. We blocked the cross, and look at the reaction of us there. Block Sané's cross. It's all about the work rate that we are putting in here. Messi short with the ball. Barca get a goal back early doors, so that can make this very, very annoying. And Griezmann has got a goal back in early doors. Why did it just... I don't understand that. It felt like I had the ball, but I didn't have control. You can see, it's kind of like the ball just kind of got stuck. And then Griezmann somehow managed to get it out of his feet before hitting the shot. I mean, look at that. I made the tackle, but I just didn't get away with the ball. I was trying to do nothing stupid as well with it being in our penalty area. I didn't want to give away a penalty or anything like that. Lenglet off towards Alexander-Arnold, and there is full time. It's finished 1-1. And it is, I'd argue, points dropped today because we were the better team and probably deserved the win from that one. It doesn't do a lot, really, to the title race because Barca are so far ahead. But that was arguably our best chance of beating them on the balance of the way that we played today. They weren't at their best. We could have taken the points away. We should have probably done so. We haven't managed to. Before kickoff, I'd have easily taken a point. But then the way the game played out, I'm so disappointed we haven't got 3. Needless to say, though, we move on to PSG. And what a massive game that is for us. This is how the Premier League table is currently looking. And the offer on the table was from Man United. They're in 5th at the moment. And quite a way off the league title. So looking at this, the 2 teams that we want really to go to in the Premier League, if we are to go back to England, it's Liverpool or Man City, because they're the teams running the show over there. For us, I thought we'd take a look and see how Norwich are getting on. Sadly, it's looking like it could well be the season that they return to the Championship. Nottingham Forest, Cardiff, both also in the relegation zone. They do have a game in hand, though, over Stoke, so could climb themselves out. So we'll keep tabs on that. Maybe Norwich will survive come the end of the season. I thought we'd also look at Bolton, League One, where we started our career. Bolton are now 17th, so it's not looking likely that they'll be able to get themselves into the Championship anytime soon. So thank you for the offer, Manchester United, but for now, I'm going to have to respectfully decline it. Who knows, maybe one day in the future we'll go there at some point. £350,000 a week is a lot of money. But like I mentioned, if I want to win things, and that's going to be the aim for us moving forward, I can't be going too far into the series without winning a trophy. 24 we are now. And we haven't touched silverware yet. So I've got to pick the right team moving forward. We've got to get the right offer, and it's got to be the right team for us. We get another transfer offer. This time for Real Madrid. It would be a huge talking point if we were to leave the club to go to Real from Atletico. My concern is that they're not even the best team in Spain. We know who is, and we know who are significantly the best team in Spain. It's the team at the top. So I'm going to leave that offer for now, but I'm not sure. I don't think I'll accept that deal. Yeah, if I'm going to go anywhere in Spain, it's probably going to have to be Barca. But then again, do we want to stay in Spain? I don't know. Moving forward, though, PSG. I spoke about how big this game is for us, so let's waste no time and let's get ourselves into it. The home leg first. Avoid conceding any goals, and that will be a massive bonus for us heading back to the Parc des Princes in the next leg. Be interesting to see whether or not they've still got Mbappe and Neymar. We'll check that out in game. Look at this already. Mbappe is in, and it's the first save of the game. Mbappe already 4 minutes in, working a chance. This PSG team is stacked. Like, it's one of the best teams I've seen so far in the series. They could be a shout for us to go to, I'm not going to lie. We'd walk the league over in France, but it's more about the Champions League and whatnot. I'll be very surprised if this in the Champions League this year isn't a PSG versus Barcelona final. Let's put it this way. Their front 3, as we might get a chance ourselves here. João Felix, right-hand side. Look at the space we've got on the inside there. Heavy touch, let us down. But yeah, their front 3 is Neymar on the left, Mbappe up front, and Dembele, Ousmane Dembele, from former Barcelona man on the right-hand side. Midfield three, Milinkovic-Savic, Lo Celso and Fabian. All of which are like 87 plus. It's an incredible team. It really, really is. I'll be surprised if we get a result over the two legs. Pepe, right-hand side. Good fake shot. Now has the easy ball back. I'm just trying to get the ball under control and really make something happen. The 1-2 was on. Pepe chose instead to flick it up, though. And in doing so, lost possession. Lo Celso, look at that for a touch. And now can carry forward. The front three are the ones we've got to stop. Fabian works the way through, and that is just crazy. It looked inhumane for a second. Did you see the way he moved the ball? And I feel like that's down in part to the ultimate difficulty with them all having 99 stats. Because watch this turn here. The way he moves this ball in a second here. That's insane control. PSG are in front. Oh boy. How do you stop that? The simple answer is you don't, and that's why it's ended up in the back of the net. Mbappe, edge of the penalty area. He's had so much time there. Why would you back off? He's one of the most clinical strikers in the world, and you're backing off and I'm allowing him to get into your box. It's dumb defending. Corner's in. Oblak will meet it. Find the punch away. There's absolutely no one to aim at up there, though, for us. Somehow we've worked it out wide to Saul, who has the run of Felix. Didn't spot it. Fake shot, gets in the space. Saul again, now towards Felix. The run was made again. Instead, the pass came inside and we lost it. It's just so difficult playing against PSG. Fabian's ball, Mbappe in behind again. He's not going to miss that one. It's 2-0 PSG. They're running rampant in Spain. And we will be fortunate if we come out of this game without embarrassment, in all honesty. They're running us ragged in the first half. We're not even in this. We're really not even in this. I thought Barca were good. Tell you what, PSG, and this is a bold statement, might just be the best team we have faced so far in the series. They're just unstoppable. Felix, is there going to be any response from the Atletico boys? Worked our way through, pass it across, Felix to finish. We got fortunate, but it's a massive goal that could well give us some motivation and confidence in the second half. The confidence should well be flowing. We've now shown we can create a chance. Let's go and do it in the second half. It was missed there. I think it's Marquinhos. Misses the sliding challenge that's crucial to the goal going in. Felix taps it home. Answer from Atletico. We still need another one though, because at the moment they have two-way goals to play with. But from a first half where we've not offered too much, to get a goal right before the break might just change the team talk from Simeone to then come out second half in our favour. Barella, look at the space all of a sudden for us, and it's a good pick out. Osimhen, though, didn't keep composure when he needed to. And you can see the reaction to Simeone. He is not happy with his striker because the composure is just not there. Onana watches it go past the post. Saul down the line for us as we take the touch. Allowed to turn inside. Now Felix. Hits it against Marquinhos. Still got it, though. Now Barella. Barella finds us. Is there space here? Opening up. Not quite. We're trying to do what we can. Back heel. Barella's on it. Shot comes in. And Onana catches. Semedo sends the delivery. Gnabry. Great control. Serge Gnabry picks us out. It's very closely defended. We've got the ball back off Barella. Where's the cutback when he needs it? Osimhen, why are you letting that run? What is he doing? What is he doing? I cannot believe what I've just seen. Osimhen, goal gaping, and he lets it run. I mean, I don't care if Felix is giving him the shout. You've got to take that on. Look at the space that he had. Now we work our way through and force Onana into the save. You have to be joking. Simeone, mate, you need to have a chat with him because that is outrageous what he's just done. He's had a poor game by all accounts, Osimhen, and that should have been a goal for him, really. Gnabry's corner into the box. Mbappe heads it away. PSG are on the ropes here, and we haven't been able to find the goal. Similar story to that of Barca. Lodi trying to play it quickly. Calero collects. Now Jimenez. 2 minutes of normal time here. I've seen enough, though, from our team to suggest that we can go to the Parc des Princes to get a result. Ball through, and that is brilliant. Look at that goal, and tell me you haven't got confidence that we can't go to the Parc des Princes and win the game. This second half has been sensational from us. Look at this. The ball through to the... I don't even know who it is on running, but then the composure to lay it off. Number 18. Who's number 18 for us? I'm trying to work it out, and I'm not entirely sure. And then Serge Gnabry has the job of tapping it home. Look at Simeone. That is brilliant. I'll calm down after Osimhen did that moment of madness, let's call it, because we actually have got ourselves back into the game. The only concern, of course, of tonight's result means that it is the 2 away goals that PSG have to play with. So we have to go and win the game now, because they'll still go through on the away goal ruling, unless, of course, we can match it with a 2-2 over there. But what a end to today's episode. We haven't lost a game today, which is a massive bonus considering the teams we've played. There's some tough games in there. We won our first 3. We gave a game against Barca, and we've just, admittedly, not played very well in the first half against PSG, but what a turnaround after the break. I'm happy with how it's gone today, and maybe it is us asking for that transfer that's caused this reaction from the players. But that's going to do us. We'll check out the league table and whatnot before we go for today. I'll see you in a second. So, here is how it is looking then for the league table. We are in 4th, 5 behind Eibar, 12 behind Real. We do have a game in hand over Real, but the main focus right now is Eibar. They're having a good season, but we need to close them down. I think it's safe to say this has just been a write-off. We're just going to give the title to Barca in essence. They've already won it, in my opinion. But for the Champions League, we're still in with a massive shout after that result. And spoke about the quality that PSG have got. If we can do that against them, then I don't know. We could well go far in the competition. Barca beat Lyon 5-0 in their first leg. Well then. But yeah, what an episode it's been. And in terms as well of that Real Madrid offer, I'm going to go ahead and reject that. Because, as I said previously, I don't actually think they're that much better than us. And I don't feel like we really have a chance of toppling Barca. Or much more of a chance anyway, if we did go to Real. So, rejecting that deal. In terms of the transfer, we are out of the window anyway, so we won't be going anywhere anytime soon. We've still got the rest of this year to play out with Atletico. But, as I said earlier, the deal or the offer has to be the right one. I want to go to a team where, A, I'm going to be playing at Cam, because one thing that I've realised from this Atletico days has been that when I don't play at Cam, not as enjoyable because I have to focus a bit more on the defensive side of the game. Not that I've got a problem with that. It's just being an out-and-out cam. I felt like I was making more of an impact when I was at Norwich, really. So yeah, they're going to have to play with the cam in their formation. PSG do. Barca don't, but they play a 4-3-3 with a CDM. As long as I don't have to play CDM, I should be okay with that. And looking around as well, some of the other teams, you know, it could be quite interesting to go to various different leagues. But we'll just see what happens. So unless the offer is right, or that you guys say to me, we want you to go here, or there, or this place, I'm just going to keep sticking with Atletico and waiting to see what happens. But hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have done, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, a huge thank you for all of your support on the channel as well, guys. I actually enjoyed playing it today. I've had a different day than usual. We've actually played really well, so I'm pretty happy with how we end it today. As you can see, we are transfer listed there, and it does say crucial. Our numbers have not been brilliant this year, but I'm working on that, so fingers crossed will improve. We've now 92 rated as well. Everything is looking up. Until next time, guys, have a great day, have a great evening, and I will see you all again tomorrow with another video. Catch you all then. Adios.